Hello and welcome everyone to another AFR Tier 1 special. We're in Brazil tonight and I'm C Carrot and with me is Jacob Meister.
G'day all, hope you have a great race tonight.
No kunai for us tonight, unfortunately. He's decided to go and destroy his back, so F in the chat for that. But hopefully we have a good cast anyway for the penultimate race of the season. We're really in the squeaky bum time now. Unfortunately, the championship's all but decided. Revo clinched that one up, I think last week mathematically. But,
Yep.
But there's still some battles to be decided.
Yes.
In the pack especially.
Gus Rolls and Bandcamp and Metsoid pretty close in the points still, so third place to be decided still, especially with Pacey being close to Gus Rolls. I believe Pacey's on 255 and Gus Rolls 204, so mathematically still possible, but probably not.
Yeah, well, you dare to dream, I guess. But it'd be nice because I don't think Gus has picked up a win this season, so I think he'll be pushing for it.
Definitely.
He's been close. He's been on the podium heaps of times. So
River's the first one out on a lap.
So it looks like Flyboy Nut have quali bans.
Yep.
So they've already retired, as is the order of the day. We've got the first few guys coming out. As you said, we'll jump on board. Looks like Revo's setting the first one.
He's just backed off now. I think he might have just made a mistake. Coming in for turn 12 now.
Yes.
Plus, not far behind him, still pushing.
Gus, he's definitely pushing his hot lap.
I'm always a bit scared of doing that, just sort of coming across near the pit lane. Sometimes if you go too far, you can cop a penalty, but he's done well there. 108.873. Greedy 6 thousandths behind him.
Oof.
Oh, sorry, no, 109, sorry. No, 1 second and 6 thousandths. And Madswade fastest for 108.76.
Just alt tab ever so quick so I can get this telemetry going.
All good.
One day I'm sure they'll let me alt tab without pausing the game, but not today.
Bander for 109 flat. Sporty coming across the line pretty soon here. 107, 108. Coming up with a 108.847, puts him in second place currently.
So it looks like Wahid's on a lap. Let's jump with him. He's about to finish.
On the medium tyres as well.
Yeah, it might still just be a feel of that.
Yeah.
Early on.
And the feel of lap it is indeed. Might have invalidated there actually. He had a 1 for it in.
Ooh. Revo.
There's Revo.
With 2 lap old softs, manages to go fastest.
As you'd expect.
As you'd come to expect, yeah. If it was anyone else, we'd be talking it up, but with Revo, it's just a little bit mundane, isn't it? That's all but we expect.
Nikel's about to start a lap on his softs, if we could maybe go for a full lap with him.
Good plan. Let's jump on board with the Red Bull.
Comes in for turn 15 there. DRS open. Coming up to 330 k's per hour, yes. Coming down into the center S here. Nice and tight into the apex there. Cut a little bit of the curb there, nice, for free now. DRS open there, should hit around 325. Past that, 330. Going for turn 4. Again, nice and tidy so far, through 5. Now here the car can get a little hairy here, can notice there very easily. Takes it a bit cautiously here. Very easy to go wide like that. Don't think he's gone wide enough to cop a penalty. It's very easy to get that here. But he's tightened up so he has invalidated there. Yeah.
That's a shame.
It's very easy. Yeah.
His first sector was on for a top 6-ish sort of mark there, so it's a shame.
The first and the last sectors tend to be very close. It's really the middle sector that really seems to decide who's the best of the rest, really. Alright, so no doubt he'll be gearing up for another lap here. Everyone else is pitted, mostly.
Gas is setting any fast sectors. Doesn't really look like it.
Sexes looks like he'll be in lap here. Wahid probably going to be pitting soon as well. Combine's pushing. Just coming through turn 13 now.
Yeah, he's on a fast one.
So how does the medium runner do here? 109, 109.638. It's in 8th place. Faster than a couple of the soft runners, or just green actually. I think Potty said it's like on hards.
Yeah, that seems a decent time. We'll probably see it popping to the 108s if they did a later medium run, but we'll see what the strategy is.
Yeah, strategy can... It's either a one stop or a two stop. It's qualifying on the softs is probably the way to go, but we'll see what everybody does here. A few more people just coming out now to start these second runs.
Jump on board with Green. He's on a hot lap. That's his Gus rules, by the way.
I just saw him pulling behind Sporty as he was coming out of the pits there. He's very, very cheeky of doing that. Always get even a little bit of toe he can. As Greenie comes up into turn 7. And McCall invalidated here, and it looks like Greenie might have there as well. Again, just one tyre out, and can... Yep, there you go.
Yeah, he's pulled out of that one. We'll jump up with Gus and see how he's travelling.
How's the second sector looking here as he comes up here? 3 teams up currently into turn 12. Looking good here. Nice wee exit as well. Now if you're on a controller here, this is a very annoying part because you want to switch to overtake mid-corner, but you can't. As he has DRS open, I'm cutting a little bit of turn 15. You can do that. 108.4. With a bit of track evolution as well, but it's still behind Revo.
That was a purple first sector for him there, so he's certainly got pace there.
Flying.
He's got to find it everywhere else to match Revo, but tall order. Can be done. We've seen it done.
You wouldn't bet on it though.
You probably wouldn't put your mortgage on it, but if you did and it won, you would be pretty happy.
His band moves into 4th for 108.789, very close behind Matsoid.
Now Matsoid and Band are sort of in their own mini battle for, I think, 4th place or 5th place in the championship.
5th place, yes. Band's on 173 points and Matsoid with 152.
Yeah, so he does have a chance.
Probably the closest relevant battle in the championship currently. So everyone's now switched on the softs, yeah.
Ready to come across the line. And he goes up to 3rd. That's a nice lap by Sporty.
Ooh. 108.6.
Getting the Merc drive tonight, as we don't have Pacey or Seb out there.
Well, I think Seb's missing quali. He may make the race.
Okay, well let's hope so, because that'll be fun. It's always good to see a Merc coming from the back through the field.
Revo would get bored otherwise.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it?
Who else do we have on laps? Most people are setting laps right now.
Wahid setting a lap and jump on the in.
Okay.
Set a relatively quick fast sector.
Yeah, 1/10 up. As he comes in to turn 9 now. Very technical infield section this. Very easy to get wrong. Yep. Just slightly going wide there, but that's no big deal.
Oh, that'll cost a few tenths.
Yeah. Maybe even be worth... No, I can't really back out at this point.
Revo improved as well. First car into the 107s.
Ooh, 107.9. In the practice race we had earlier, he said a 107.8, I think. Nobody else was in the 7s. Yeah, but he's ducked into the pits.
I think he saw the writing on the wall there. Probably smart. Save those tyres. Who else we got out there? We got Saxer about to finish a lap.
Yep. He's 4 teams down. He's 4 teams up currently. Let's see how it goes. 109.1 jumps Wahid there into 8th place.
Close. I'll be hoping next time around he can get in that 108. I'll have time for at least one more run, possibly two.
Oh, yeah. One thing that's great about Interlagos is you don't have to worry about that because the laps are so short.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Revo and Saxa and Greenie, sorry. Only 3 people out currently. Greenie's on a lap right now.
Jump on with Green. Because it
He's
looks
one
like
team flat.
he set a personal best in first sector, so that's a good start.
He needs it all the way down the lead currently.
Yeah, a little bit out of position for him. He's usually a pretty good midfield runner.
Again, turn 7 seems to be catching out a lot of people tonight. See how he goes here as he comes into turn 10. Doing almost the same as Wahid, but keep getting control. Going for 11, nice and easy. Nice and tight through 12 right now. He's kept his ERS and hot lap all the way through, it looks like, so he's going to run out before he hits the line and overtake right there.
Yeah, it's going to turn itself off now. There we go.
There you go, and that's going to hurt.
Just takes the top end out. So
In 109.3, yep.
yeah, you see most of the real fast guys knocking it down into high maximum through that middle sector, through those windy stuff, just to leave a little bit of the tank there for the finish. Probably cost a tenth.
A couple of attempts for sure there. And the track that's short a few positions.
Gus is about to wind up for the home straight. He's setting 2 personal bests so far.
Yep, gonna wait for him.
He timed that ERS perfectly. Ran out just as he crossed the line, so that's well done. That's how you do it.
Part of that will be because we had a 100% race here a couple of weeks ago, so some people will have this track a bit more sussed out than others for sure.
We'll see what Potsy can do as he's up on his time in the first sector as well.
He's got a 108.7 currently. Pretty good pace from him so far in 4th place.
Yeah, you're always doing well when you're ahead of Matt's Wooden Band. That's a good benchmark for Ninja setting a good time.
You can see how tight it is there though. Only a few hundredths separate them. Indeed, as he comes down DRS open. Let's see what time he sets here. 108.6. Only improves by 6 hundredths, but that's a lot here. He's gone wide to celebrate. Something simple for that. Yep. That's Revo.
Let's go on board with a lap with the Pink Panther, eh? And see what he can do. As he knocks it down into high.
He's very fun to watch. Only 2 thousandths down on his best time so far. So watch the way he turns his car in through this middle sector. Watch the way he goes through the gears here. Going for second, third. Goes into first sometimes. Yep, there we go. Just see it there. Just get that extra little bit of turn and...
Yeah, just that little bit of more engine braking mid-corner.
Yeah. He does it so well compared to everybody else. He's got it sussed out. He's currently up on his second sector now as well, coming through turn 12.
Purple sector 2. First sector though wasn't an improvement for him, so this will be tight.
See what he does here. 107.8. Where is this man getting this pace?
Probably safe to say he'll be on pole unless Gus or someone else can pull out a lap of the gods and find 5-6 tenths from somewhere.
Oh, that'd be awesome to see. Everyone will be coming in if they're already out, or just about to go out in their last run.
Yeah, looks like Combined was on the lap, but he's had to pull out of it. Saxa.
He's going to come in, I think. Oh, is he stepping up? He might be.
Yeah, no, his first sector was slow.
Revo's still pushing here. He's in hot lap. He's going to run out of ARS for sure. Yeah, he's down second, yeah. He may not need to set a faster lap though, so.
No, he's just driving for the sake of driving.
Yeah.
He's got a chance to do one more lap though. That's the old Pittis just yanks him hard.
And Saxa is indeed going out for one last lap, you'd think. And Potsy's retired as well.
Should be pretty happy with the 108.6 for Potsy. There's his chance for a top 5 start there.
Yeah, hopefully track evolution doesn't play too much of a part in people passing him. It was a good lap.
Interesting he's retired now. He does have time for one more lap. But,
And Sporty doing the same as well. Perhaps they don't have enough soft tyres left.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, Potsy was on the harder compound, so he only had 2 sets of softs for this session, so that'll be it.
Doesn't look like Saxel's improving at the moment. Down on his time in the first sector.
The sector's so important, though. Let's see what it's like here. It's pretty much neck and neck, only slightly down. But yeah, that exit's not going to help either, as Mikhail comes up with a 108.3, 3 thousandths ahead of Gus Rawls, and I did read it right this time.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, so Saxel's pulled out of that. You saw the riding there. Anyone else on a fasty?
Greeny's up currently, coming across the finish line. 109.345. But unfortunately for him not to improve anymore.
Heat as well. About to come up a bit straight, but I don't think he's going to improve. He's down on his time.
No, he'll be starting our lap now.
No, yes, so he is. Absolutely. It's quite a fast outlap for him, considering. Down on his time, but he's only by about a second.
Is River going to make it to the line? Oh, yeah, he'll just make it, I think.
Sandbag. Oh, 3 seconds to spare. Crazy.
Wow. Right. Pretty much everyone on laps here. Mikhail is backed off. We've got Bandis coming in for turn 13 now. Greeny not far behind. Band's slightly up. We'll make it a couple of spots here.
See what Band can do as he crosses the line.
Doesn't improve. Must have gotten the bad exit out of 12.
See if Matt can. No, he's pulled out. He wasn't up.
Greeny's pulled out as well. Binds down. See how he is for the second.
Gus lost it on the final corner there. Lost the rear end of it.
Wahid was second place, 108.2.
Oh, that's come out of absolutely nowhere.
The trick evolution really playing its part because nobody else was setting laps there.
I was following Wahid for the first sector of that, and it was he was down on his time for the first sector, so I thought, oh well.
Combines improved by 2 tenths. He's a 9th spot currently. And I think everyone else is done here.
Yeah, that'll be it. So, pretty interesting quality there actually. This will be a good start for the race. With you have the likes of Band down in 8th. You know you're going to have a blinder of a race because he's got pace. So.
Alright, so Revo in first for 107.8, Wahid second for 108.2, and Mikhail third for 108.3, 3 thousandths ahead of Gus Rawls. Jeez. Potsy in 6th as well, Sporty 5th. Great performance by both of them.
And as we thought, unfortunately Potsy just dropped out of that 4th place at the end. Final lap, but the track evolution got him. It's a good time nonetheless though.
Indeed.
Matzoid and Band probably be a little bit disappointed. They're usually more like 3rd and 4th more than 7th and 8th, so they'll be looking to go forward if they can.
You can definitely pass around here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in the race.
And we'll see if hopefully Seb can jump in for the race.
Oh dear.
As we have a loading screen of nothingness.
I believe it said you left the session on my screen.
Ah, that's not ideal for me, is it?
No.
Alright, let's try and resolve that. Oh dearie, 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 dear.
It's fine.
You'll have to go the old text commentary radio route.
Yeah, exactly. I'll radio cast. Still waiting on. Usually the guys are pretty gracious and giving a bit of time if one of the commentators does. Right now we're just sitting around a pit lane, nothing really happening right now.
Right, I'll be back by the warm-up lap most hopefully.
Awesome. So yeah, really good lap from Wahid, and second place is a really good performance from him. And talking about strategy, now I saw Band playing around with a 2-stop in the practice race, but you can go soft to hard, but the soft, medium, soft is also available, so it'll be interesting to see what people choose.
Yeah, well, the overcut or undercut here is crucial for sure.
Indeed, and just mitigating the time spent on warm softs, especially. The softs do fall off pretty quickly around here. Has the stream title been updated? Oh well. We'll pretend this is F2 Silverstone. How about that?
No, it hasn't, but that's not my job, unfortunately. that one's on nut.
This isn't what you guys signed up for, but it's okay. That's what you're getting.
They've signed up for a black screen at the moment as I wait for Steam to cooperate.
It's fine. We're still waiting for them to grid up, so no
Masters
deal.
of Code strike again.
You know, all goes wrong, blame Nut for not changing the title. All right, so we're just about to grid up here. Oh yeah. All right, so in the practice race we head to I tried pitting really early. So just, yeah, because Band pitted early in our practice race as well, so I thought, I'll just try an undercut.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can stretch out softs to lap 13, 15 around there, definitely. As they've just gridded up and starting their formation lap now. Are you in yet, Sekiro?
Unfortunately not, because Steam doesn't want to cooperate with me. Hold on.
That's fine, you still got a couple minutes.
We're getting there, people. Yikes. Modern technology, don't you love it? Really don't want to have to reboot. There we go. I think it's going to play ball with me this time.
You're all just currently going around turn 4 currently. Revo being graciously slow on the formation lap.
Hopefully he backs him up a bit. That's what we want.
Thank God. Alright, so just covering everyone's tyres. Everyone in the top 10 is obviously starting on their softs, but everyone outside, that's Greeny, Nut, Flyboy, and Lotus, have all chosen to start on mediums.
Okay.
Let's see how that plays out for them. So they're clearly committing to a 2-stop. I don't think soft to medium works on this track. As Seacarrot furiously types.
Steam's finally up, trying to launch.
Oh, good.
Come on, SSD. Load, my friend.
I shouldn't say where they are. I don't want to make you anxious. Revo backing off to let his ZRS recharge. They're all bringing them back up now.
Alright. Loading into main menu.
And now they're all starting to just very slowly crawl to the grid now.
I don't care about your photoepilepsy warning. Load into session. I don't care about your gamma adjustment. I've got to... Why is it making me create a driver?
Oh my god.
What is going... David. Right.
There's now a driver creation stream as well.
What is going on?
And they're about to... Okay, they're about to start. We'll do a re-radio cast. It'll be fine.
Alright, it should load straight into the session.
Awesome.
Alright.
Let's wait for the lights to go off. The lights have gone off now. Seacarrot has joined, and Lotus has done a jump start. He's started in 14th though, down the back of the grid. No big deal as they all come in through turn 1 now. Wahid right up onto Revo. No position change there. That was Mikhail bumps Wahid into the center race. Again, no position change there. Wahid's sort of second.
Alright, we're in.
Awesome. That was relatively clean otherwise. Potsy's dropped a couple of spots. He's fighting, I should say. Sporty up in the second. No, fighting with Wahid currently, I should say.
Quite a battle pack here, too wide.
Well, you don't want to be fighting for it there, that's scary.
Ooh, the wheel Gus and Mikau.
No real changes on the grid, although Sporty has gone up 3 spots since the start, so good start by him.
Revo already starting to pull.
Mika loses a little bit, and Potsy goes up on the inside. Still battling away as they go into turn 12. It looks like Potsy's going to squeeze out Mika. And Revo, look at the gap already. All that fighting back there is just to pull away.
Yeah, already a 2.5 gap. That's crazy.
Need some time to let the intervals start.
Lotus goes into pit to start the race and gets the 5 seconds for his trouble.
Now, does he have wing damage? He must have from earlier, otherwise he wouldn't be pitting. Oh no, he got a drive through, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, didn't he? For the jump start, you said, yeah.
Yes. I thought that would just be my opinion, my bad, so that's worse for him.
So Potsy and Mika still having a battle here.
Potsy not as slow as he thought he was around this track. I'm going to point that out right now. And T-Mac has brought up that the medium runners will be wanting to make their tyres last as long as possible, potentially. I saw Lotus stretch out softs to 16 laps, I think it was, in the practice route. We'll see what happens here. Just waiting for the intervals to sort themselves out, I guess. Sporting and Heat are pretty close. But...
And that's all Dan falling back a little bit from the guys in front of him.
That's very interesting. And combined also with them. Saxon not too far off as Revo sets on 1:11.4 as the fastest lap so far. The intervals have sorted themselves out now, which is good.
Quite impressive with Sporty being able to stay up in second. He's worried he might get swallowed in the first couple of laps, but he's doing okay. But he's right on him.
Wade is not letting him go, and with DRS enabled now.
Oh, we've got a yellow.
Potsy!
No.
No!
We're going to see.
No, you were the chosen one!
Let's see if his car's still there as Lotus goes past him.
Yes, let's see what happened. We don't have a replay, sadly.
No, we don't have Kunai's ultra modern technology. We're still in the 90s here.
I just saw his right tyre hanging off though, so not entirely sure how that would have happened in that turn. But...
The other thing, he put something into the dirt. How to spin.
Very easy to spin if you do lose it in the curbs there, but
Levo pulls to a 2.5 second gap early on.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to compete with him. Let's just Potsy now in the chat.
That's BS. Wow, what a gaggle.
Okay, I think I commentated curse today. Sorry.
Gus got a little bit loose there coming out of the first corner. He's putting onto the dirty side of the track to try and defend from Nico. Will he go for the lunge on the outside? Looks like he will.
Very hard to make it right on the outside there. Yes. But still fighting it.
Oh, Gus gives him nothing. You have to leave it a space.
But
oh, no!
No!
Oh, so close to being T-boned by his teammate.
I don't think there was damage there, was there? No.
I don't think there was contact. Well, there was contact, but no damage contact, no.
Yeah.
But, oh, you have to leave it a space. We'll be looking at that one later because Gus really closed the door on him there.
Twice he pushed him out off the track. That was... Oh well.
It wasn't very sporty.
Let's be decided after the race now. Matzoid right up on Band. To turn 12. Band just sneaking ahead there, but Matzoid's got a run here. Even before the DRS zone. Yeah, and he's going to pass him here pretty easily, you'd think.
Looks like
5th place.
Combine wants a piece of it as well. He's up the inside. He's going to get banned as well, a 2-1.
Here he is.
Oh, damn. It's like he's standing still.
They've not really used their ERS, haven't they? Jeez.
Yeah, well, I guess they think make up the places early and then just coast with the rest of it. So much easier to do when you're on the quick compound at the start and everyone's still finding their line and rhythm.
Indeed.
So, poor Mikau, well, he's got the pace, so he's got the time as well. 31 laps to go. He can still claw his way back up.
Yeah, he can still get into the points, definitely, but it depends on how these medium runners go. They managed to just sort of stick on the back of the pack here, and as long as they keep in DRS range, then things can be very interesting later on.
If this midfield keeps squabbling as they are, then that'll help if he's got a bit of clear air.
Yeah, they're giving each other nothing this race. It's insane to watch.
So this time, Band has some DRS of his own. We'll see what he can do.
Don't think he's looking to make a move here, just sort of
Minimise damage at the moment. Doesn't seem to have quite the top end the other guys around him do.
Combined is the only one really saving DRS out of a little pick right now. Good thinking. And Wahid's still tacked on the Sporty as well. That's important because he's pulling away from Gusko.
Unfortunately, Revo's pulling about a second a lap on.
4 seconds ahead after 6 laps.
Sunday league. You're only one mistake away from being in a squabble of your own, so still a long way to go for him.
Indeed. Slightly on that topic, alluding to what happened to Potsy, apparently even Matt or Band hit him and took his wheel off. Very unfortunately.
Jeez, takes a bit of a hit to knock a whole wheel off, so...
Oh, could have impacted the wheel after, I'm not sure, but either way, these drivers are just not giving each other anything out there right now.
No, there's a lot of aggression, a lot of elbows out for the second last lap, second last race of the season.
This race, it's a 1:10.9. Yeah, it's literally serious now, I suppose, with the champion up. You know, everyone just wants a good race every day, I think. We're here just barely in DRS range right now, and is that combined getting a 3-second time penalty? That's not good to see.
Just on board with Nut. Greeny is right up the back of Saxa as well. It's probably our closest battle pack at the moment.
Saxa, not quite as much pace as those around him, so we'll see how Greeny deals with this on the slower compound.
It should be the slower compound, but I'm going to say those softs have probably seen their best days. Saxa.
Probably won't see too much software until around lap 10. They might start to drop off, but again, Saxa, not as much pace as those around him. Then again, you can see how slow Greeny is through the middle sector compared to Saxa. Just lost 4 attempts or so.
Flyboy very close behind, keen to take advantage of any slip up.
We're just a little too far away to make any moves. No one's really blinking right now.
Let's see if Band still the same sort of gap as we had last lap, combined close to Matt but not quite close enough. A bit deep there, lost the rear end of it.
Oh, way better exit, but Matsuo just sort of ruining that exit for him.
He might have a run here. He's whacked it up into overtake.
Yep.
It's going to be a hell of a lunge. No.
Matsuo put it up to highs. Combined was looking for that move. Knew what was going to happen there.
Nuts going around the outside of Greeny and he clipped the back wheel. I don't think he's taken any damage off it, but
Flyboy's right up on him as a result.
Lost a lot of time with it.
Looks like Nut doesn't lose the position here. And this pack here, combined Matt and Band.
Yeah, we've got 2 little battle packs going. It's hard to keep track of them both, but just trying to watch the interval and see who's going to move on who.
Just keeping an eye on Sporty on the head. Well, head's just sort of not quite getting a good exit to move up into Sporty right now. Is Combined moving up on Matsuo a bit? I think he is. Don't know if he's got enough run to try and move here. He may do.
He should.
Matsuo defends.
Side by side. Matsuo on the inside.
Very late braking from Matsuo there, but Combined's got the bit of line here. And then Matsuo getting it back over the center west there, but Combined staying at the toe of Matt here. All the way down the straightaway into turn 4. Matsuo got a bit of line.
Band is keen to take advantage of anything here. He's almost ready to slip up the inside of Combined himself.
Yeah, Combined does back off slightly there. Good thinking. But you gotta look, Matsuo and Combined, about half as much ARS as Band has right now. Band won't know this, but very tight right now for 5th place.
Yeah, it seems the second sector doesn't seem like it'll have too much overtaking for us, as you'd expect, I suppose, with all the windy stuff. It's just damage limitation and get a good exit onto that straight. We'll
Everyone's been very battle happy, but the middle sector, everyone's just sort of backed off from each other, which is nice to see.
Yeah. Stay out of the dirty air, minimise the damage, and give yourself a good run. Sporty picks up 3 seconds for cutting somewhere, so
That's not good.
staying ahead of Wahid is proving to be a tough exercise for him. Has to push the limit.
Yeah, but he's just sticking on to them right now. He doesn't need to make a move. Any decent driver should be keeping an eye to see if they've got the penalties up ahead. So.
Yeah, we'll see if... Let's just jump. So we'll see if Wahid wants to go for the undercut, which will probably be enough to make up that distance. He'll be squabbling that pit exit.
Yes, and Mikhail actually getting pretty close to Flyboy now, still in the soft compound. Seems to be recovering a bit from that incident earlier. If he wants to make a move, he's going to have to do it before his soft start to go off, and that's probably for the next lap or so. Don't think there's enough run here though, so he's staying 12th place for now. His latest results.
Just a bit too far back. I think everyone was that time around. Tyres are probably starting to equalise out a bit now. 10 laps in. Pace will be pretty much the same, I think, between the compounds right now.
Yes. That little pack of Mac combined and band has fanned out a little bit, but they're still within the areas of each other as the intervals have just gone crazy. There we go. Currently Lotus is leading.
Oh, don't do that to me. Yeah, okay, so hopefully it'll
This is how Rico is beaten. Okay?
It's not the first time it's done this little trick to him. I think it just goes, look, you're too far up front. Handicap enabled. He's now 24 seconds behind Lotus, and so should be.
Well, you know, Lotus is 23rd in the championship currently with only 2 points. You know, a win here would be real good for him.
Now, what do you think? Do you think Revo can close a 24-second gap?
You know what? This tournament could actually fix itself. It's pretty interesting. Oh dear.
24.
Well, as it is right, as it is right now, just ignore Lotus up in first currently, down in 13th place, I believe. Revo was effectively the race leader.
So I've just been on board with Greeny for most of that lap. Saxy's getting a little bit loose on the back end. I don't know if it's just characteristically loose, but it might be the tyres starting to give out a little bit, especially in the rears.
And I'm just seeing Greeny do the same thing actually, so could also be fuel load as well as the fuel.
Tell you one thing these sort of mid-corner speeds do is overheat tyres like crazy. You spend a lot of time sliding if you're not careful.
You can do
And, suddenly by the time you get through to the final bit, the tyres are just roasted.
He had a nice run there on the front straight, but Sporty just always seems to have a good run as well. And it's doing very well out there, those two drivers. Gus is unable to make any sort of time up on them because of the DRS stranders. Combined gets another 3-second time penalty. It's going to hurt.
He keeps looking, but they're doing pretty well to sort of be mini squabbling, but still pull away from Gus, which is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
So,
Lap 14 right now. Well, is that 13 actually? I'm not sure.
well, they've all done 12 laps on these tyres, so I'm going to say we're really on lap 13.
It's currently lap 13, but Revo will cross the line now. He's coming up the front straight. It'll be lap 14 for real. So. Anyway, yeah, some of the soft runners may start to think about pitting now. So it'd be interesting to see if any of these small battle packs here, if anybody will start to peel off and perhaps try and get one up on anybody else. And Combine does just that.
Probably saw the writing on the wall. It was going to get overtaken by Band there, I think, regardless. So we'll see what he comes out with in terms of next lap. If the undercut works. Oh no,
And
speeding.
And Miko, yes, that's Miko with a 5-second penalty for speeding. Not what he wants after that.
Oh, Sporty and Wahid are squabbling, and Wahid's got the position.
Oh, wow.
Just switched on to Sporty as he was off into the grass. Did well
Oh,
to
no.
hold it.
Small mistake there.
Wahid went around the inside. I don't know if there's squeezing happening, but Sporty had 2 wheels on the grass.
And this could bring Gus into fray. He's 1.6 seconds behind. Combine comes out on the medium tyre. So is he thinking soft to medium then? He must be.
Well, I think that should be doable, but
The game doesn't suggest a soft to medium is the thing, which is...
Wahid pits.
Yeah, and so does Revo.
So Sporty stays out, so that gives
Just
us
a
a good
medium.
marker.
And Band's in as well. Let's see what he does here. That's mediums for Wahid. Band is also choosing mediums, so it must be a softer medium then. Wow.
So Combined pit last lap. We'll see whether he overtakes a few of these guys in pit lane. He should jump a couple of them.
I think he'll jump Band. Oh no, he might not actually.
Well,
No, I
Ben
think he
was
will.
about to overtake him on the last lap, so he's going to
Oh,
come
yeah.
out a second
Just
behind
jumped
him.
him
So
here. What for Tory here?
the undercut didn't really do anything for that one. They equalised out. Snap and Sachs were battling, as was Greeny on the back of them. Just watch those guys through sector 2.
Revo's not caught up in any traffic right now, which is good for him. Lotus not really in the lead right now. Sporty effectively is leader, but Revo will take that after the soft runners peel off. And Gus rolls pits.
Oh, Saxon loses the rear end, but he holds it. Does well, but he's kind of ruined his run onto the home straight.
And you think he'd pit.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's going to
really.
try, but Greeny was on the inside. Oh, that was almost disaster. Greeny had to pull off the throttle, and that's let Flyboy straight through past him.
It's good awareness, because again, both drivers might not know what's going on. So,
Yeah,
it's good from Greeny to realise what was going on there. It wasn't just a battle.
yeah, good for him to realise, but it was also a mistake for him to be on the inside there. Obviously, he wants that race in line, but yeah, if he had predicted the pit coming, he wouldn't have parked there.
Sporty, the only runner on the soft tyre right now.
So Flyboy really took advantage of that and jumped Greeny. We'll see what he can do up and back and nut.
Got to remember, Nut, Flyboy and Greeny, and Lotus as well, I suppose. All started on the medium tyres. So it depends on how long they can stretch it out for. We think they'd stretch it out to around lap 20, 21. Then they can make soft last.
So Sporty was just behind Wahid. We'll see if he still is. Or the overcut did anything. So, Wahid had trouble with traffic here as he gets past Greeny. As Sporty exits. Oh, it's going to be kind of neck and neck here with Sporty. Because of the exit, he'll get the run.
Yeah, lucky that Wahid didn't get caught up with the runners on the old medium tyres, but he did have DRS off them for a lap or so. That would help him for sure.
Runs wide. Let's read through.
Now, I've just noticed something, and that's, what, 12? No, he's not 12 seconds, sorry, I'm reading that wrong. It is 7, chat. So, a lot of the field's pretty close here, actually.
Yeah, well, Sporty didn't really lose out too much from staying out there another couple of laps. It means his tyres are 2 laps fresher than Wahid, who he's theoretically battling, but he needs to get past Greenie and Flyboy.
River V110-4. Yes, these two cars are major obstacles to get past ASAP. You'll be hoping he can get DRS into this other straight here, and I think he will, because the detection zone's in the middle of the center rest there between turns 1 and 2.
Oh no, nuts off! Nuts in the dirt.
360s, he's come back out fine, as long as he doesn't spin up the tyres, he should be okay to just keep lapping. Combine overtakes him there.
So he'll fall back into 11th, which is kind of where he almost was, but he's still got a pit, unfortunately. So
these old medium runners are not looking too hot right now, as they said. They will get stronger as they go into fresh softs.
So battle pack here, but Sporty wants to get past Flyboy because he's definitely faster. He doesn't want to get held up too much, or he won't be able to catch Wahid, who's already almost 2 seconds in front of him now.
Yeah, that's going to hurt a lot. I'd be fuming if I was Sporty right now, to be honest.
Band and Matt are just about glued to each other all night. Calling together and race together. It's too far away this time around.
I get bored of seeing the back of that Red Bull all the time. Come on.
Sporty gets past Flyboy down the home straight, and you can already see he's pulling away. So he's just got to try and close up to where he's a second and a half down.
Alright, so Revo currently a race leader. Wahid 15 seconds behind currently. Then it's Sporty in 3rd place. And Flyboy 4th, but he does need to make a pit stop still. Gus just taking Greenie there.
There's Lotus on track. It's just come down to turn 2, so
Not too far behind Saxa right now. A couple of seconds.
yeah, so Lotus I think is 13th.
Yeah, and Saxa's 12th, yeah.
Yeah, so
No, Lotus isn't leading. He disconnected a couple times and the game put him at lap. That's a bug we've seen a couple times throughout the season.
yeah. Did you really think Lotus would pull 31 seconds on relay?
Hey, anything can happen.
I mean, no disrespect to Lotus, of course, but I don't think anyone can pull 31 seconds on relay.
Metzoid right up onto Greenie right now. Again, these old medium runners. People. Metzoid should swiftly make the move here, but Band's too far back to really do anything, so he's going to be held up by Greenie for most of the middle sector. That's going to hurt. Metzoid barely getting the job done in Greenie there.
Gets it, now he's going to park himself between Band and Matt, so
He's doing it by team orders.
That is some team orders if I've ever seen it. Greenie doesn't want to piss off the admin. That's what it's all about. The head steward.
Very good team play though from Greenie and Band.
He wouldn't have gotten a blue flag because
Alright, Lotus is not 30 seconds ahead combat. It's a timing bug. He's currently in 13th place. Oh jeez, look how close these two are. Flyboy, Matsuit and Band. We're going to have DRS, or Flyboy won't have DRS, but
he's going to peel off into the pit, so
and he can make the softs last to the end.
Only 15 laps.
Greenie does too. Nut stays at another lap.
Cuts that for chicane. Yeah. 15 laps off, so it won't be the best tyre at the end, but they'll get there.
I'm surprised Nut stayed out another lap actually. Those mediums will not be good right now.
Yeah, I guess he's just enjoying a bit of clear air, perhaps. And if he pits, he'll come out in traffic.
I'm just going to cop to the race director here and see who's got time penalties currently.
Yeah, watch telemetry.
Alright, so Combine has 6 seconds, Flyboy has 3 seconds, Sporty has 3 seconds. Saxa has 3 seconds. Mikhail got a 5 second. It's not the 3 seconds as well. He's Sporty here in context with here, just behind him. So they've caught up to each other.
He's got a good run on him here, actually.
Very good run. Did he make a mistake there, I wonder?
I think he must have. Is that the hell of a pull? He's
He
on
is
the inside.
he's diving here, yeah.
Oh,
Backs off though, but he might have copped a warning for that.
he would have actually. Had some wheels in the dirt there, but Sporty's got another run on him here. Where's this pace come from?
Hello!
Hello, Mercedes. That was an
He's up in the-
easy move.
I think the second place was Fury. But do be aware, he has that 3-second time penalty.
Wow, he was, what, 2 seconds behind him after the pit, so he's done well to jump him there.
He must not be liking those mediums, or perhaps as the fuel's burned. Kind of struggled with the car, perhaps. Not too sure. Yes, Sporty's back. I think the last time he was in was or something. I don't quite recall.
Brandon Matt's still squabbling in the midfield. Let's see if they can make a move. As they the final corner exit up onto the straight. That's what it's all about. Get a good exit there and you can make it happen. Doesn't look like he's going to try. He's still down in medium.
He hasn't got the run.
Yeah. I think he's going to save himself. If he can just sit behind Matt and then wait and hope Matt gets a bad run at some point, then he'll whip it up and go for it.
Without a doubt. Gus is slowly catching up to Wahid as well.
Yeah, but he's
Closing in with the race range.
struggling a bit through that first S. Just jumped onto him real quick and caught him halfway through it, and he was up over the curb where you don't want to be, so he might just be struggling a bit.
Nut finally pits for softs, and the other two soft runners coming out way ahead of him. Of course, Nut spinning earlier on turn 3.
Now, Revo has a 19-second gap to Sporty, which means effectively a free pit stop as well. So, expecting him to pit for softs.
Go for the fastest lap. I think he already has it anyway.
He has it anyway, but I probably want to take another 2 seconds out of it.
Rub it in. Stop anyone from sniping it. Oh, God. Currently 19 seconds, sorry, ahead of Revo. Ahead in third place effectively. Still sticking on to Sporty, and Gus Rules is now in DRS range of Wahid. And it's going to help him as Sporty and Gus get 3-second time penalties. And that's going to help Wahid for sure if he's struggling.
Yeah, well, that's 2 for Sporty now, isn't it? So that's 6 seconds.
Yes.
And Wahid has none, is that right?
Yep, Wahid has none currently.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, if Gus can't pull ahead anymore in that sort of band, then they can come into the fray as well. So Sporty effectively, what, 4th?
Yeah, at the moment, giving Gus his penalties. Flavel and Sachs are battling.
Oh, okay, Lotus pits for soft, so Sporty is Revo.
Well, yeah, 11 lap soft stint here at the end will definitely be good for that. Hopefully, well, Revo should overtake him from the pits. Yes, so he has. Which might fix the timing though.
It'll
No,
just put
Lotus is
second
still in
probably.
front.
It'll just put him in second, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, just ignore the person in first right now. Revo is currently your race leader. I'll tell you what, Gus is right up on the heat this time, going into the first DRS zone.
Which is great news for Sporty. He's broken the DRS 1 second barrier back to Wahid, and if Gus can squabble with Wahid, then Sporty can head off into the distance,
Indeed.
which he needs to do, of course.
Sex has just dropped off on his mediums, and Flyboy's just now into the points now in 10th place. 4 lap old softs currently.
Yeah, well, those guys who pitted first for their medium tyres, like combine and Mikau, 11 lap old, they'll be pretty sad coming into the race. 20 old lap
Yes.
mediums aren't especially fast, especially on corner exits, which are really key here.
Yeah, they're really going to suffer in the middle sector, that's for sure. But Flyboy making up, I think, 4 spots, effectively, currently in 9th place. 19th. As I just realised, Sexter is still in the points, apologies. Lotus is on track quite a bit behind Nut, so in for a net place.
So try and settle down just a little bit. He'll stay in a second behind Sporty, and Gus 3 or 4 tenths behind him. Similar sort of story with Band and Matt. Settled into a rhythm now.
Keeping it pretty civil through the middle sector as well.
A lot of ERS charging going on. So get ready for the final push near the end.
Yeah, 10 laps to go. And River's just coming up onto a car. I think that is Lotus. Yeah, that is. Seeing if Band has a run on Matsuid here. He's doing an overtake right now. He's trying to make something happen.
He's going for it. We'll go around the outside. Will Matt fighting through the chicane?
No, Matt backed off in the ARS before the corner there.
Well, still side by side. Matt's around the outside this time. And we'll have DRS though on Band. So can he make it back? Band's over on the dirty side of the track.
He's on overtake as well.
Oh, he's going to keep it.
Good move there from Band. Yeah, he had such a good run compared to Matsuit there onto the front straight. Yeah, did all he could do, I think.
And just bide his time. He sat behind him for a good 10 laps, so he should be able to predict when he gets a good exit or not. He knows him like the back of his hand.
Just saw a heat lag a little bit there. Nothing crazy though. Sporty currently 20 seconds behind the race leader Revo. Sporty with 6 seconds of penalties as well. Wahid with none and Gus with 3 seconds. So Gus has cleared Band and Matsoid as they've been squabbling 5th place currently.
Unless Sporty can pull a bit more of a gap. He's back in 6th, isn't he? Because Band has no penalties, is that right? So we've got a yellow flag. Someone's had an incident somewhere.
Sector 3. I'm trying to...
I think it might have been the first chicane. I think I saw some dust kick up at the start. It might have been Lotus as he got passed by Revo.
Yeah, ghosting is on, I think. So he may not have needed to move, but people do it anyway.
Ooh, Gus up the inside of Wahid. Touches the barge boards just a bit.
Fighting it into turn 8.
Oh,
Bit of touch and go there. Wahid's still got the inside line though. Gus right close to him.
Lordy. Oh, he's a bit of net code away from spinning them both into the wall.
But trust in the net code, he will.
That was some bold moves there. Gus not stuffing around tonight. He's been on the elbows out tonight, big time.
Let's let Sporty run away a little bit. He's broken DRS with Wahid. Oh, I just saw somebody get a real penalty.
Yeah, Revo got 3 seconds.
Oh no.
For cutting, it's really going to hurt him come the end.
Yes, so Gus and Wahid is for 3rd place, but Sporty has 6 seconds of penalty, so he'll drop behind them. So effectively this is for 2nd place right now. Band, okay, so Revo will be 1st, Wahid will be 2nd, Gus 3rd, Sporty 4th, sorry, 5th now, sorry, 6th. Behind Band and Matt, there you go.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
God, this timing bug is just making things worse. It's
Yeah,
tough.
Lotus is just a moving chicane, so don't worry about him right now. He's back in 13th. Gus a little bit loose there, the rear end. Not loving it through the middle sector.
6 laps to go.
Spends any more time staring at Wahid's ass, he'll have to buy him a drink. See if he goes for a move. He's got very little ERS left. He's in overtake, but he's down to nothing.
Wahid had 50% maybe a lap or 2 ago. He's defending Gus. I know Gus is more, so... And Gus is still attacking. He must know that Wahid's slow here.
Just that DRS is enough to keep him Sporty. He can't pull the gap that he needs. His Band
Matt and Band.
Squabbling.
Yeah.
That gets him. Same place
And
Band
Matt
did
is-
last time.
Matt's got a ton of areas and beat everybody else around him. Everyone else is
Saving really well in that lap, just managing to stay close enough to Band to keep that DRS and save. It is still early enough though for Band to save up and go for a move himself in the last 2 laps.
these three here, Sporty, Behead, and Gus, they're pulling away from Matt and Band enough that Sporty may just be able to stay ahead of them across the line.
And Matt and Band squeaky clean. Expect Band to be, but I'm not sure on that.
Oh, yeah. But you never know what can happen in the battle. Somebody gets pushed wide, but
Yeah. Ooh, really compacted there. Gus and Head. Sporty. Backed him up
just
a bit.
cut to that. Gus is looking for a run. It's not getting it though.
The only thing that's going to save Sporty here is if Gus and Wahid end up fighting.
There's a tiny bit of contact there, I think, between Gus and Wahid. Crazy. I have a feeling that Wahid's running less aero than Gus, because Wahid has a lot more straight line pace, it seems. Or it's maybe just getting a better exit off turn 3, I'm not sure, but anyway.
I think he's running a bit less rear wing for sure. Well, I think he might have more front wing because he seems to have slightly better turning than Gus. He's just set it up that way.
I can only speculate right now, as Matt is using his ERS to good measure now. You can he's slowly pulling away from the van, but Van's still in the ERS range.
Surprisingly, Lotus hasn't actually fallen off Revo. Yes, he's on a much faster compound, but
Yeah.
still only 2 seconds.
Yeah, Lotus, one of the, I guess, yeah, back markers, I suppose, for this tier.
He's probably just in close time though.
Yeah, nothing crazy with 4 laps to go.
He's sticking to his racing line, not really having to defend.
Ooh, kicking up a little bit of dust there. Trying to turn 8 now. Very tight racing between these three, but very good racing actually, very clean.
Gus tries to go around the outside, more contact again.
Don't do that as I say that.
He's just nibbling on his heels like a chihuahua right now. He's taking bites out of his ankle and waiting. It doesn't end in disaster with a spin. He's probably got a much better exit through there. He should be able to hold this down the straight.
We're hitting Gus hard on the RS right now. Trying to prevent each other from making moves. Matt's what's used up all of his excess CRS here, and Band's still within the DRS range of him. Gus has got a good exit here.
He's awfully close to dropping off though. Oh, we've got another yellow in sector 3. Looks like
20 and Saxon.
Saxon.
Yeah.
Is he
Must have been some sort
spun
of come
around?
together.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
like
not too
he's
sure.
still driving, so it might have been a spin that he's managed to save and recover. He's lost a couple of positions. Stewards will look at that.
Just trying to see if there's any damage. The broadcast cameras not agreeing.
Oh
with me right
no! Wahid
now.
got a little bit
Ooh.
loose there. He darted off to the left side of the track. Gus just went up the inside of him easy as you could. There was no contact.
You do remember penalties will play a part here. Gus has 3 seconds, Sporty has. Wahid is still provisionally.
Now we'll see if Wahid was holding Gus up. We'll see what he does on the charge on Sporty.
Gus already has the spot on Sporty here. So as long as there's no contact or any crazy things going on,
He wanted to hold track for pride.
it's Gus and Wahid a lot more speed to turn 1 than Sporty has.
Yeah, he takes a different line, doesn't he? Flyboy exchange positions. Oh, wheel to wheel.
So does
Contact.
Sporty with Gus. Still fine.
Oh,
Gus gets
I can tell you one thing, and yikes.
Oh. Wow.
Gus isn't going to get the Sporting Fair Play Award for least amount of contact this race, I can tell you that.
I tell
He's
you
been
what,
in
hats
the
off.
wars.
Hats off to Gus for keeping that under control, because that's very scary. And hats off to Sporty as well for staying here.
Got a little bit of
Jeez.
calm. There, Gus, he got squeezed into the inside.
That for a second time being there. Prevent him from getting a hit on. Oh, I might get. Oh, no, Sex is at risk.
So we're coming up into the second last lap.
Ben slightly closed up his gap to Matt.
So we're getting into that do or die now or never.
Yes, Revo leading Sporty 22 seconds behind with 6 seconds hovering over him. Provisionally second, but will be dropping down the order. Gus is currently third, Wahed is fourth, but will come up to second if things stay as they are. And that's what fifth with Band in sixth place.
Okay, I guess another 3 seconds for cutting.
3-8. I think he still stays ahead of Greeny. He's in ninth place currently, so. Soft runners will be with their tyres will be hurting a little bit by now. Apart from Lotus probably, but that's irrelevant. Last lap now as Revo comes through the center race.
Band is a lot more ERS, so I think we'll see him run on that or try.
Yeah, he can pretty much just stick into a whole lap from now. I don't know why he hasn't done it already actually.
Just backed it up there, so he should
There we
have a
go.
run. And that's in hot lap as well. He doesn't quite have as much defending.
Overtaken for a second from
Yeah.
FD.
This is going to be tough though.
He's already onto him, yeah. But he just hang back and just wait for a run down the main straight, or other straights here. Other battles, Waheed's coming up onto Gus here. On the outside he's coming to turn 4.
Oh, there's too much going on. Try and catch them both on one camera.
It's fine, Band is definitely going to get this move done on Matt.
Around the outside, Matt squeezes him off though.
I tell a lie.
Oh,
And now
he
Band's going to make this work somewhere else. But he's fighting it into the middle sector here.
sticks it up the inside. He should be able to park that big Renault boat on the inside, but Matt's fighting him around the outside. Oh, good exchange.
Yep. The other battle seems to have calmed down a little bit here. As River does cross the line. The race
That's the
winner,
fastest lap of the race.
Lotus comes across second, but provisionally 13th. Don't worry about him.
22 lap of mediums for Revo. Fastest lap of the race.
It's insane. It's in Lewis Hamilton back in Britain. When the hards most of the race and set the fastest lap in the lot.
Now Sporty's going to cross the line in third.
Second provisionally, but with
second,
6
sorry.
seconds.
Drop it back.
And there it is. Waheed second, Gus third. Sporty, Band and Matt do.
Oh, Sporty
Come
back
ahead
to
of Sporty.
7th from that. Wow, that's...
So 6th from
Oh!
second to 6th. And
Well,
oh,
combined puts it into the wall after the
Oh.
finish straight. Okay.
combined
classic.
7th. Flyboy 8th.
Classic AFR fashion.
Mikhail 9th, another time penalty for some reason. He did serve. Oh no, I'm not sure. I'm sure that'll be looked into if he so wishes. And Greeny should come across in 10th, Nut 11th, and Saxa 12th, with Lotus in third coming in 13th.
Congratulations to the two Toro Rossos on the podium, even if only one's meant to be there.
Oh, true. Oh, that's awesome.
Lotus somehow snuck up on there, hoping no one would notice. Oh man, Prost picks up another win. Congratulations, Revo. Didn't see much of him today because, well, he was just too damn fast. The cameras couldn't
Clinical
keep
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Setting the fastest lap of the race, 22 lap old mediums. Tells you that he probably left something in the tank for most of the race as well, which is
Crazy.
a scary thought. But, good race all around, good battling. Nice to see some guys with their elbows out. Gus was in the wars. Band and Matt had a nice little train going for most of the race.
Yeah, wonderful
Here
stuff.
are
there,
your
guys.
final results with the penalties, so you can see what we were talking about the whole time.
Yes, Revo first, Waheed second, Gus in third, Band in fourth, Matt in fifth, and Sporty in from second to 6th place with 6 seconds of penalties. Rough stuff. And
Yeah, that's tough. It tells you how close that midfield battle was.
indeed.
But, yeah, it's a shame for him, but he had a great drive. showed good pace, managing to hold those guys behind him on track. It's not an easy thing to do. If he could sort out that, I think it was that first chicane that was getting him, that 1-2
Yeah,
was where he was losing a bit of time, and I think that's where he got his warnings too. So if he can sort that out, he's got a hell of a lap in his hands.
indeed.
But anyway,
And yep.
that's T1 race. Now, stick around. We do have another one coming up, T2,
Half an hour time.
in half an hour's time. So go to the toilet, grab a coffee, whatever you have to do, get a biscuit, and come back for more AFR around Brazil. And you're going to be racing in that one, aren't you, Jacob?
Indeed.
So we'll see if you've learnt anything from that, won't we? All right, guys.
Taking notes.
We'll catch you in a bit.
See you.